Keep in mind, too, to open these facilities is very expensive. You mentioned MRI machines. Those are hundreds of thousands of dollars in many cases. So this is not something that somebody's going to go out and open in the back of a truck in a parking lot to offer these services. This is a serious investment that people make in this, physicians and providers make in this. But the hospitals have cornered the market with this, and as you mentioned, requires a permission slip in order to do that. Now imagine, if you would, that Burger King had to ask McDonald's for permission to open a restaurant on the same block or anywhere. That's kind of the same thing here. And so when you have the government issuing those permission slips and the hospitals controlling that, the monopolies of controlling that, it limits access, it limits competition, it drives up cost. And, Donna, for folks who live in the large metropolitan areas where we have lots of hospitals and lots of care, that's one thing. But when you live in the very rural areas of North Carolina where there is not that care, to have an ambulatory surgery center, to have a NICU unit in the hospital so that babies who are born that have traumatic situations can be cared for there without a 2-hour drive to receive those services. Imagine, if you would, a family with long-term health care needs, an elderly couple that one of them needs health care needs, but the closest one is 2.5 hours away from their home. Now imagine the hardship that offers for that family, the additional stress that puts, the additional expense that puts on their family. Then imagine, if you would, that a long-term care facility would be able to be opened anywhere where there was a need.